You're too grown to be self-sabotaging every Sunday night. Too grown to keep living in chaos and calling it just a season. Too grown to keep breaking promises to yourself every morning and just brushing it off like it doesn't matter. At this point, you know better, but doing better. That right there, girl, that's where you're stuck. And I get it. Girl, I get it. Life has definitely been lifing. You're tired. You're overwhelmed. And just so you know, this message is not just to you. It's to me too. I'm talking to the both of us. But let's be honest, some of it is not life. It's you. Avoiding structure, avoiding potential, avoiding showing up. And listen, this isn't about being perfect. It's about being intentional. Because the version of you that you're praying for, she's on the other side of discipline. Let's talk about it. Because at this point, discipline isn't optional. It's required. My name is Natalie, Dean of Students here at the ICRO University. And just a few years ago, I was broke. My credit was in the dumps. My car was on the verge of repossession. I didn't have a home of my own. I was completely overwhelmed with being a mom. And one day, I woke up and realized I was the problem. And it wasn't a fun realization to have. I had a major moment of awareness, something that I'm forever grateful for because it completely changed my life. A lot of people say, give yourself grace. Yes, give yourself grace, but awareness is when you can look at yourself and you can say, these are the things that you're not doing, that you can do, that you're avoiding because this, that, and that. That's exactly what happened to me. I didn't need grace. I needed a wake-up call, and I got one. And the minute I realized that I was the root to all of my problems, I made a change. And here I am today, a product of that change. I still need a daily reminder about staying the course, staying disciplined, and not getting off track. So yes, this message is for all of my girls out there, but it's still a message to me. It's still a reminder to me that everything that I want out of life is on the other side of discipline. So we're going to discuss that in today's video. Listen, discipline isn't always about waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning and running marathons. It's also not about meal prepping perfectly or living by a color-coded calendar. Sometimes discipline just looks like saying no to the scroll so that way you can fold your laundry, brushing your teeth before that second cup of coffee, making your bed even when your mind is messy, showing up to your goals even when motivation is nowhere in sight. Being undisciplined doesn't always look like chaos, honestly. It can look comfortable. It could also look like treating yourself when what you actually need is structure. It can sound like, I'll start on Monday for the 4th Monday in a row. It's chaos with lip gloss on, girl. It's procrastination dressed up as peace. And the worst part is, it steals your confidence while pretending to protect your comfort. But let me pause for a second because I want to be clear. Some of you are fighting battles that the internet just can't see. You're managing chronic illness, grief, depression, anxiety, or just a season of deep exhaustion. If that's you, baby, this message is not pressure. It's permission to rest, to breathe, to survive. You're not lazy. You're just healing. And sometimes healing means asking for help. That's why I love that platforms like Growth Therapy exist, because finding a therapist should be as easy as booking a doctor's appointment. They've created a space that makes it easier to get mental health care that fits you, your schedule, your needs, even your insurance. With Grow, you can filter for therapists by specialty, identity, availability, and more. You're not just handed someone. You actually choose who feels like the best fit. Most people are able to book within a couple days, and Growth Therapy works with over 50 insurance plans, including Medicaid in some states. Depending on your plan, many clients pay as little as $21 a session, and for some, even less. There's no subscription, just real support when you're ready to take that next step. Because the soft life isn't just candles and clean sheets. It's clarity, it's peace of mind, and therapy can be a part of that glow up too. To learn more about Growth Therapy, head to the link in my description or scan the QR code that you see here on the screen for a quicker way to find a therapist. And thanks again to Growth Therapy for sponsoring today's video. But for the rest of us, the ones who could do better, but won't because it's easier not to, this is your mirror moment. You don't need another planner. You need a pattern interrupt. This isn't about shame. You guys know I love you too much to get on here and shame you. I would never want to shame you. I am you. This is about calling your higher self to the table. Because if your life doesn't feel like it's moving forward, it might be time to ask yourself, am I really tired? or am I undisciplined? Discipline is a love language. Let's talk about that for a second. Discipline is how you love your future self. It's not punishment, it's preparation. It's you saying, I might not feel like it right now, but I respect the version of me that's coming. It's how you parent your inner child. You know, the version of you who wants to scroll instead of sleep, binge instead of breathe, and stay in bed instead of rise to the moment. Discipline is reparenting, the reprogramming. It's what turns chaos into calm, that cycle into structure, that hope into habits. And I get it. We live in a world where we glamorize ease. We want soft life, ease, rest, flow. But here's the truth that most people will not say out loud. Soft life without structure is just self-sabotage with good lighting. It's chaos in a silk robe, honestly. It's a to-do list that never gets done because I'm just going with the flow. But what you call flow is just floating. And floating won't build you the life that you want. It's just not. Floating doesn't pay the bills. It doesn't heal your body, grow your confidence, or create peace. Foundation does. So here's a better question than what do I feel like doing? Ask yourself this: what version of me am I honoring today? The one who wants quick comfort or the one who wants lasting confidence? That's grown woman energy. That's feminine maturity. That's the difference between looking polished and actually being aligned. I've literally been a lifelong procrastinator. It literally took me having a come to Jesus moment, a realization that my life would remain exactly where it was unless I changed who I was, changed my habits, changed my mindset. The woman who I wanted to be was not doing the things that I was doing. She was up in atoms. She was a go-getter. She had discipline. And I realized I needed to get disciplined. Now, discipline shouldn't feel like punishment. It should feel like peace. Like I know what I need and I give it to myself without all the drama. Not because I'm trying to prove anything, not because I'm hustling to be good enough, but because I decided that I deserve a life that runs smoothly. And listen, you don't need a 17-step morning routine or to romanticize every single second of your life. You just need structure that supports you. Something simple, sustainable, grounding. So start with 3 non-negotiables every single day. Movement to keep your body energized, even if it's just a quick walk. Nourishment, fuel your mind, your skin, and your mood. Quiet time, not just silence, but stillness. A real moment to check in with yourself. Those 3 alone will shift everything. They're the foundation of every It Girl's glow up. Not products, not aesthetics, but intentional habits. Then build from there. You need a morning routine that's like a gentle launch, something that doesn't feel like a boot camp. You know what I'm saying? Weekly resets so that your home feels like a sanctuary. There's nothing more than just a clean, organized space. Digital boundaries so that way your phone serves you, not controls you. Because here's the truth. When your life has rhythm, you don't have to keep starting all over. You're not burning out, crashing, and ghosting your own goals. You're flowing with structure. You're living with systems. You're showing up from overflow, not obligation. That's what grown women discipline feels like. Not control, but calm. Not pressure, but power. Over time, I started to build habits that just started to feel good. Even if in the beginning, it seemed more like a pain or it seemed like it was inconvenient, the pleasure of it all was so amazing that after a while, doing it was pleasurable. There was no longer that pain point. All I knew was that if I did this thing, this is the pleasure that I would get. If you start tying the pleasure to the action, you'll never have a problem doing it. So don't look at the pain point. Look at the pleasure that you get from the action that you need to take. You don't need motivation, you need momentum. Let's be real. Motivation is cute or whatever. It's cute or whatever. It is. But momentum is queen. Motivation waits for the mood. Momentum creates the mood. It's not about feeling inspired every single day. It's about setting the tone and then following through on it. Not because it's easy. It's because it's time. Start with 10 minutes, just 10 minutes. 10 minutes of moving your body, 10 minutes of cleaning your space, 10 minutes of doing the thing you keep avoiding. Make it a ritual, not a reward. Light the candle, play the playlist, have fun with the routine, but still do the work. The first few days, yeah, you'll resist it, but after a while, you'll crave it, because discipline is a muscle. And like any muscle, you build that with reps, not resolutions. Every single time you keep a promise to yourself, you stack evidence. I follow through, I show up, I get things done. And trust me, once you feel the power of that, of seeing your life actually change because you kept going, you won't want to go back. I promise you, you will not want to go back. You won't settle for chaos disguised as freedom. You'll start chasing structure, because that's what the soft life is really made of. A year ago, when I got on YouTube and I started creating videos consistently, I started to get curious. I started wondering and asking myself, what would happen if I don't stop? What will happen if I keep going? What will my life look like in 3 years if I do not stop what I'm doing? And that's literally what keeps me going. It's the curiosity of what my life can become if I stay consistent and keep showing up and doing the work, even when my motivation is nowhere to be found. So be curious. Ask yourself, what'll happen if you keep showing up, if you keep doing it, if you keep going on the walk, if you keep making your content, if you keep working at your business plan? What will happen? Here's the real gag. The version of you that you keep dreaming about, the one with the body, the one with the peace, the one with the soft mornings and the luxury budget, she's not better than you. She doesn't have more time than you. She didn't get sprinkled with magic dust in her sleep. She's just consistent, baby. She plans her week even when she's tired. She drinks her water even when a Diet Coke looks better. She chooses structure even when chaos looks more familiar. She stops arguing with herself about the basics. She does not negotiate with discipline. She doesn't wait to feel like it. She acts like it. And the real kicker, you already know what to do. You've watched the videos. You've read the books. You save the aesthetic routines to Pinterest. But knowledge without action, baby, that's just entertainment. You don't need more ideas, sis. You need execution and consistency. And the beautiful thing about consistency, it's not personality based. It's decision based. So no, you're not behind. You're just undisciplined for now. But once you flip that switch, baby, it's over. You're gonna wake up one day and you're gonna realize, I became her. Now, I have to remind you, baby, I'm not talking at you. This is the reminder that I give myself. I don't want you sitting there upset, angry, or thinking that this is coming from a place of judgment. It's not. I'm a human being. I know exactly what it feels like to procrastinate. I know exactly what it feels like to make excuses. I know exactly what it feels like to doom scroll on the internet. So baby, there's no judgment here. I'm only saying this because I want better for you. I want better for you the same way I want better for me. I don't want to become her alone. I want you to do it with me. That's the pleasure in all of this. I can just turn off the camera and just go about my business and just reach my goals quietly without saying a word. But I've learned too much. I've realized too much. I've gone through so much, and it needs to be shared. That would be the ultimate gatekeeping. And if you know, you know. Ain't no gatekeeping over here. We don't do that over here on this channel. We share. We want best for everyone. My whole goal is for all women to be their absolute best selves. So like I said, sis, this isn't a drag. It's just a reminder. It's a gentle nudge to pick yourself back up. You're not too late. You're not behind, but you are too grown to act like you don't know what you need. You know that version of you that's glowing, grounded, consistent, unbothered, abundant? She's not just a vibe, she's a choice. She's built, not wished for. And guess what? She doesn't arrive all at once. She's born in the small decisions, in the I'm going to bed on time tonight, in the I'll work out for 15 minutes instead of scrolling for 45, in the I choose structure even when chaos feels familiar. Start small, stay consistent, and show up for yourself in the ways no one ever did. Because when you start acting like the woman that you're becoming, the world adjusts. Opportunities shift. People treat you differently. But most importantly, you treat yourself differently. So let this be the week you stop waiting on motivation and start practicing the life you say that you want. Like, come on, let's do it. And let's do it together. You're not doing this alone. If you're new here, you can watch me in real time. A lot of my girls are watching me in real time, reach my goals and become the woman that I say I want to be. And if that sounds like something that you're interested in, I hope you'd consider liking this video, subscribing, and hitting the bell notification so that way you're alerted every single time I upload a new video. So let's talk about this in the comments. Let me know. What's the one habit you're committing to this week? And in the meantime, if you're looking for a little bit more motivation, go ahead and watch the video right here. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next one.